Hello all. In this session, I'll be talking on the topic called localization using value engineering in agriculture sector. So the topic here is creative solution in challenging times through localization using value engineering in agriculture sector. My name is P. Arjun Raj. I am the technical innovation and VAV consultant. I am also the educational committee member in Miles Valley Foundation USA, South Zone Council member in Indian Value Engineering Society India, and a member in Save International USA. I can be contacted at p.arjunraj@gmail.com and my mobile number is 918778983428. I am also the trustee of an NGO called Rural Education Socio-Economic Trust, shortly called as Reset India, and the corresponding website is www.resetindia.org. It is located in Tamil Nadu, which is part of India. Coming back about the introduction about me, I have completed BE Mechanical Engineering and specialization in Master of Engineering in Automobile from Anna University, Chennai. I also hold an MBA degree from Madras University, specialized in operations management. I am a certified value specialist, shortly called as CBS, which is the highest level of certification in the field of value engineering. I'm certified by Society of American Value Engineering, shortly called as SAVE International. I have published 8 research papers in international journals, presented 12 research papers in international conferences, 8 research papers in national conferences. I am also the research person for many different workshops, training programs, seminars, guest lectures in different companies, R&D institutions, academic institutions related to value engineering, operation research, EQM, manufacturing technologies, emission control technologies, electric vehicle technologies, quality automotive systems, engines, automotive transmission, various automotive components, mechanical product design, management subjects, etc. I am also the motivational speaker to the students and faculties in various engineering colleges and different B schools. I worked in BML Limited as an engineer in service and validation department, worked in Mahindra and Mahindra Limited in engines R&D, worked in PSA Group Motors in powertrain research and development department. Coming back to some of my accomplishment in value engineering, I am the first Indian and youngest person in the world to be appointed as education committee member in Miles Valley Foundation, USA, during June 2020. I am a recipient of a Golden Medal Award in the year 2015 and 2019 by Indian Value Engineering Society for delivering highest number of lectures and workshops on value engineering in various industries and educational institutions. I have been awarded the LD Miles Paper of the Year 2016 by Save International USA. I'm the youngest Indian to become a certified value specialist, which is the highest level of certification in the field of value engineering, certified by Save International USA in June 2018. I am one among 14 CVS in India. I'm the youngest Indian to get a license during March 2020 from Save International USA to conduct value engineering workshop and training program and certification in any companies and also in institutions. I'm the youngest evaluator and a jury member to evaluate technical papers from various industries in India during the Invest conference on value engineering in the year 2018 and 2019. I presented various papers in India, Germany, Hungary, and Korea related to value engineering during international conferences. I have been recognized in India by various professors and students for delivering a seminar on value engineering, and I have also been appreciated by professors and students of Hungarian and Slovakian universities for giving a seminar on value engineering in their universities during April 2018. I'm a South Zone Council member of Indian Value Engineering Society from January 2016 to date. I'm an organizing committee member for celebrating LDMS birthday in educational institutions for every year during the month of April since 2016, which has been conducted by South Zone Council Invest. I'm a technical committee member for International Academic Value Engineering Conference every year conducted by South Zone Council, Indian Value Engineering Society since 2016. As I said, I am also a trustee of an NGO called Reset India. This is the website www.resetindia.org, and we do a lot of activities. Our activities mainly involves career guidances to the students, and also uh, school students, and also the college students. And I'm also motivational speaker. I give motivational speeches. In Reset India, we also do environmental awareness, Make in India, and I also take an initiative for education point of view with respect to the underprivileged students. In Reset India, we do organic farming, we do skill India activities, we do research and development, engineering and technology, and also rural development. So these are all the activities we do in Reset India, which is an NGO. I am a trustee for that, and I am also the president for this organization. As you see, organic farming is one of the major activities that we do in Reset India. So I have participated in various conferences and marathon for farmers, basically run for farmers, along with the students and also the college professors. I have participated, and I have given awareness to many farmers about organic farming. This is the picture you can see in the website as well. And in Reset India, uh, I used to interact as a part of the activities. I used to interact with the representatives and employees from various companies, and I used to explain the concept of value engineering to manufacture their products in India to achieve Make in India concept, basically localization. In Reset India, we always try to bring happiness and joy in the lives of people of downtrodden society. We strongly believe education is the best tool to bring reforms and change in the society. We believe in spreading education among those poor children who are deprived of education. As I said, as a part of Reset India, organic farming is one of the key activities. So coming back to the paper, this is abstract. So in this present COVID-19 situation, all countries must realize the importance of localization of products, goods, services, projects, and processes. As the import from other countries will have a drastic decline, everyone should look for localization. One important sector that all countries should concentrate in this current situation is agriculture sector. Human beings need agriculture. Basically, they need vegetables, fruits, herbal plants that will increase the immunity against coronavirus and any other diseases. This factor depicts the real case study of using a creative solutions in a challenging environment through localization using a value engineering in agriculture land of 100 acres. The fruits, vegetables, and herbal plants are being selected considering the project scope of cultivation, the irrigation system, livestock, dairy farming, fisheries farming are also considered in the scope of the project. Proper utilization of resources, procurement, and inventory management, and proper planning in 100 acres of agricultural land had resulted in the cultivation, which will help for increasing the immunity. The value methodology job plan function analysis are being carried out to achieve the cultivation. The value engineering using the concept of localization help to achieve Make in India, Made in India concept. The function and creative approach resulted in the overall value improvement, profit, and benefits to the customer. So these are all the organic foods, vegetables, and herbal plants which has been cultivated in 100 acres of agricultural land using the technique of value engineering through localization methodology. This COVID-19 impact on agriculture value chain, this has a impact from short to the medium term. So here, whatever is highlighted in pre-harvest, it includes the agriculture inputs and also the farming, and the post-harvest, which is highlighted in green, indicates storage and logistic method, processing method, and consumption of the agriculture goods. So first we will complete the pre-harvesting stage where we do agriculture inputs, where we get the seeds, fertilizers, crop protection, farm equipments, irrigation systems, agriculture insurance, etc. And in the farming, we do farming, food grains, horticultures, commercial crop, oil seeds, poultry, livestock, dairy, fisheries, and aquaculture. We do all these things during the pre-harvest. During the post-harvest, what we do is we do the storage and logistic activities where we have the warehousing, distributors, logistics, and cold storage. And we have the organic food, cold storage, processing, and logistics where we process the foods. And the last stage is the consumption stage where we send it to a small stores and also to mega malls and to the retail stores and to different vendors and also to hotels, restaurants, and cafes for the food purpose. So the methodology and the approach here is we have taken the 100 acres of agriculture land. The 100 acres are divided into four phases, each having 25 acres of agriculture land. The four phases includes 25 acres of each. The stages includes the poultry and the dairy farming as one stage, and the next stage is the forest cultivation crops, and the next stage is the herbal medicinal crops, and the last stage is the fruits and vegetables. Here, the procurement and inventory management optimization is being carried out to meet the objectives of the project and also to delight the customer by adding the value to the agriculture and also to dairy products. The main thing is to sell the fruits, vegetables, and herbal plants to the customer, for which the database of the local customer are being collected and kept in record. The social distancing is also being maintained, followed while selling and giving the products to the customer. Customer can pay the money online and order local quantity of fruits, vegetables, herbal plants, milk, etc. According to the quantity, the products will be delivered to the customer with social distancing. Hence, the safety are being followed from the start of the project to the delivery of the customer. The labor working in agriculture land of 100 acres are provided the tent house for their stay so that they protect themselves from coronavirus. So this is the layout of 100 acres of agriculture land, having 25 acres, having the four different phases. This is the phase one, this is the phase two, phase three, and phase four, each having 25 acres. Phase one is a forest trees, where it includes teak and other commercial trees. And the phase two is the herbal plants, where the herbal trees are being cultivated. And phase three includes the integrated poultry and fish farming, and it includes dairies as well as um, the poultry. And even the tents for the labors also located in phase three. And in phase four, 25 acres, 12.5 acres is with vegetables, and remaining 12.5 acres it is fruits are being cultivated. Uh, so the fruits, vegetables, and herbal plants which are cultivated in this 100 acres of agriculture land includes uh, uh, mangoes, apples, oranges, pomegranate, bananas, grapes, jackfruits, papaya, carrot, beetroot, lady's finger, potatoes, brinjal, onions, tomatoes, pumpkin, coconut trees, palm trees, sandalwood, and teak trees, snail, mushroom, wheat, rice, maize. As far as the herbal plant is concerned, tulsi, mint, coriander, ginger, turmeric, fennel, fenugreek, aloe vera, lemon, garlic, sunflower, flowers, and pepper. So this all these vegetables, fruits, and herbal plants will surely help for increasing the immunity, not only for coronavirus but also for other diseases. So hence, considering all this as an objective to increase the immunity to the people, through localization method, the agriculture activities have been carried out using the methodology of value engineering. As far as the value methodology in agriculture sector is concerned, its applications is having the wide variety in areas, which includes the food products companies, in herbal medicinal companies, public sector and government companies. There are a lot of startup business which where we can apply the value methodology through localization and other means in agriculture sector, and the research organization as well. And it includes the application includes in crop cultivation, vegetables, fruits, herbal plants, irrigation system, where we need to have proper utilization of water, farm machineries and equipments, livestock and poultry, dairy farming, fisheries farming, and horticulture. So we will see what is called a value and what is the desirable value. So value is defined as a ratio between function by resource, where the resource indicates the cost, men, material, equipments, etc. So you can increase the value by increasing the function and reducing the resource. The function is indicated in red and resource is indicated in green. And I can increase the value by reducing the resource and keeping the same function. I can also increase the value by increasing the function keeping the same resource. Lastly, I can also increase the resource provided the function increment is higher than the resource increment. So this 4 by 4 by these four means I can increase the value of my agriculture products. So the function here indicates performance for which the particular product exists. So what is a particular function? What does it do? It indicates the function. It answers the question, what does it do? So why we need to use the value methodology in agriculture sector? We need to use the methodology called value to save time, to save money, to build teamwork, to improve quality, to satisfy customer. Value is always been created by choice, by choices, not by chances of stakeholders. So in a company, we have different stakeholders. Similarly, in agriculture land, we have different stakeholders. The agriculture architect or a designer is a key part in a cross-functional team. Purchase team is the costing, the sourcing, STA, supply technical assistance, quality team, suppliers, consultants, and the voice of customer. And the cross-functional team of this 100 acre of agriculture land are being carried out considering the quality, cost, performance, and planning. So the job plan for this value methodology indicates three stages: pre-workshop stage, and post-workshop stage. In pre-workshop stage, we select the project and we take the selection of the data. And in the case of workshop stage, it is having 6 phases. Information phase, where we collect the information about the products. And in function phase, we analyze the function of the individual products with respect to their parts or subdivisions, which indicates the basic function, scientific function, one-time function, all-time function, higher order function, lower order function. And in creativity phase, we create new ideas considering the function. And in evaluation phase, we evaluate the ideas. And in development phase, we develop. And in presentation phase, we present it to the management with respect to the profit point of view and business case point of view. And in post implementation phase or post workshop phase, we implement the products, basically the agriculture products, and we follow up is there any field failure or not. So here, in the case of the pre-workshop phase, we select what crops needs to be cultivated with respect to the foods, vegetables, and herbal plants, and also with respect to the dairies and the poultry and fisheries. So we select in pre-workshop phase what is our scope of the project, and considering that scope of project, we do the information phase where we collect all the information, and we subsequently we carry out the function phase, creativity phase, evaluation phase, development phase, and presentation phase. Finally, we implement it by developing the activities. So first we start with the information phase. Uh, so we try with identification of the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat for cultivation of crops, whether the particular crops are being uh, capable of growing in the particular agriculture land. So we also do the financial leverage for cultivation, and because the financial aspect is also very much important, and the benchmark on the technology for cultivation, and voice for the customer, what the customer really wants, and the bill of material, what will be the commercial breakup for cultivation and also for the dairy farming, and the current material being used for cultivation, dairy farming, and also for fisheries and the poultry as well. So any quality reports, past history, and competitive review are being taken. The details of cultivations and farming, dairy farming processes to be used. Specifications and the plant layout for cultivation and the dairy farming have been taken. The crop specifications and the quality control plans are being taken. The product validation plan and the report are also being taken. Is there any past field failure with respect to the agriculture cultivation? That also the data are being collected. And what will be the time taken for the process of cultivation for vegetables, fruits, and and the herbal plants and the dairy farming and fisheries are also being taken into consideration. And and is there any similar competitors who have done the similar activities in other agriculture land? What will be their cost involved for this similar type of activities? So that even that also has been taken, and all these have been taken in information phase, and the value methodology approach for localization of the agriculture products through process and even the service delivered to the customer. And these have been taken as a agriculture project for cultivation of crops and also the farming, which includes dairies, fisheries, and livestock. So next we go to the function phase. So as a topic here is the localization. So we need to achieve the localization of products, projects, process, and goods and services. So here in India, we follow Make in India to Made in India. So to transform Make in India to Made in India concept through localization, we need to achieve all these functions. And the key functions indicates to improve performance, which is the basic function, and we need to achieve the performance of the products and also process so that we can also improve the quality. So the other functions indicates you need to improve the function, we need to generate technology, we need to distribute the technology, we need to transfer the technology. For we also need to have invest money, we need to protect the environment, we need to eliminate the defects, we need to maintain the strength, maintain integrity, meet specifications, protect product, warranty product, market product, identify the manufacturers, ensure reliability, ensure comfort, ensure safety, enhance aesthetics. This is the FAST diagram for localization in agriculture. FAST diagram stands for Functional Analysis Systematic Technique Diagram. And as I said, the basic function of the agriculture product is to improve performance. Why we need to improve performance? To improve quality, which becomes higher order function. Now I am approaching how analysis, how I can improve quality by improving performance, how I can improve performance by improving function, how I can improve function by generating technology, how I can generate technology by distributing technology, how I can distribute technology by transferring the technology, how I can transfer technology by investing money. Farmers invest money to transfer technology, to distribute technology, to generate technology, to improve function, to improve performance, and finally to improve quality. So here, when I say improve performance, it can be related to the fruits, vegetables, crops, or dairies, fisheries, poultry, etc. Okay, so similar type of approach is being followed for the individual crops as well. And the fast diagram is been, we need to consider all these parameters, whatever I taken in the fast diagram for the individual crops and food products and vegetables, fruits, and also for dairies, fisheries, etc. So the project objectives here is to protect environment. We need to eliminate defects. We need to maintain the integrity. We need to maintain the strength. We need to meet the specification. So as I said, it's a 25 acres having 4 phases. So with respect to the different plants, trees, and the dairies, so you need to meet the specification. You should not exceed or you should not under specify the limit. So you need to meet the specification so that we can have the optimized outcome. So here one-time function is to protect the product, whatever you cultivate. Okay, it can be vegetables, fruits, or herbal plants, or a cow milk, okay, or the fisheries. Whatever the product you're going to have, it should have free from defects. Also have the warranty. You need to know how to market the product. You need to also, when you're getting the suppliers, when you're getting the seeds, when you're getting the nursery plants from the suppliers, you need to identify the manufacturers as well. You need to ensure the reliability. You need to enhance aesthetics. You need to ensure safety. You need to ensure comfort. So all these are the part of the function we're considering the localization in agriculture. So here, the cost ranking matrices have been taken in the agriculture sector while doing the value engineering. So there are four stages. The first stage is easy to implement where the cost saving is higher is taken as a category, and B category is the one where it is hard to implement and the cost saving is higher. And C category is the one where it is easy to implement and the cost saving is lower. And the next one is the D category, which is very difficult to implement, and also the cost saving is also low. So according to this A category, B category, C category, and D category, the ideas are being generated. Considering that uh, the crops for foods, agricultures, plants are being taken into consideration, considering these four categories. And again, there are other categories which involve high savings, low savings, considering the running change, the digit change, and also for the new model in the sense for the new plan. So the ideas are being considered considering high savings and also the low savings. So this is the business case that had been developed as a template for the agriculture products, which includes the raw material cost, cultivation cost, total cost involved for implementation, which includes the irrigation cost, what is the savings or profit after implementation with respect to the product, and what is the total number of volumes, what is the overall profit, and what is the return on investment. All these have been taken into consideration while going for the agriculture business case. So out of these four phases, what I have said, 100 acres of agriculture land, this is the product profit per year for 100 acres of agriculture land. So the phase one, which involves the forest cultivation crops having 20 lakh INR profit, is average profit through the value engineering. The phase two involves the herbal plant cultivation, which involves the average cost saving of average profit of rupees 10 lakhs. And phase three involves the poultry, dairy, and fish farming, which involves the average profit of rupees 27 lakh 50,000 INR. And the last phase, which involves the fruits and vegetable cultivation, as a profit of 25 lakh. The overall total profit per year is rupees 77 lakh 50,000 INR. In terms of US dollar, it is uh, 10 lakh 54,747.49 US dollar. So these are the tangible profit. When coming back to the intangible profit or the intangible benefit. So this 100 acres of agriculture land helps for improving the job and employment opportunities. So as you know, at this current corona situation, many of them lost their job in other sectors. But this type of intangible benefit or profit help the people to get a job and employment opportunities. It also helps to increase the profit to the farmers. It satisfies the customers and it also build a brand. It reduces the dependency from other countries through localization. It helps to increase the GDP. The GDP of the country gets increased because of the non-dependency. It also helps to reduce the cycle time. You no need to depend on other people or other countries. So hence we are reducing the cycle time, and it also helps to increase the immunity and prevent disease because we are getting in the products from the agriculture land. So the value methodology can be achieved in agriculture land, agriculture sector by many ways. So it includes the localization of the products, process, services, and projects, by product change or material change, by design optimization, manufacturing process either to make or buy decision. So we need to look for a categorizing the value VAV ideas as easy and difficult to implement with high to low savings. And I told you ABCD category. And the ideas which is coming from the agriculture architect and designers through the cross-functional team. The ideas coming from suppliers, the seed suppliers, the nursery plant suppliers, the urea suppliers, and the ideas coming from the experts and the consultants. You can also take the ideas so that they can implement this value methodology. The ideas coming from the top management, basically the owners of the land for taking up some of the projects, products, services, and process. So here you are going to achieve the product through process, and you are going to achieve the service by making the product in a successful manner to the customer. So here and again all together it's called as a project. Okay, so this is the when I say it's complete agriculture project, it involves the project for cultivating fruits, vegetables, getting out of output from the poultry, fisheries, and dairies. So all these are a project which involves the product, okay, in different forms, and this product can be achieved through process, and finally we're doing the services. And ideas coming out of the failure, okay, it can be the previous failure which had happened in the field, uh, and also some of the failure which had happened at the customer, which means the failure or some quality issues that you can take it. And ideas coming from the quality purchase and costing team, and ideas coming from the service or warranty team. So you need to give the warranty also. Okay, when you take tomatoes, onions, or whatever it is, okay, you need to give the warranty that this will not get spoiled unless otherwise it is handled in non-proper manner. So you need to give a proper thing, but you need to ensure that you are going to give the quality products to the customer. And again, you can also get some of the value engineering ideas through dedicated workshop involving brainstorming, by involving the rate of investment, volume, payback period, break-even point analysis, etc. So you also need to analyze the over-engineering, benchmark analysis, process analysis, re-engineering, reverse engineering analysis, and subcasting analysis. And the last important thing is the value methodology approach through function analysis. So by all these means, you can adapt the value methodology in the agriculture sector. And by these ways, uh, as I said, the function is like a foundation. So you need to consider the foundation as a function, and you need to look for new idea generation. So considering that function, so I said in the third phase called uh, the, the the phase where the dairies are there. So here even the tents also there. So these tents are there for people who are working in the agriculture land. The different tents with the different dimensions are being created for for the for the laborers to stay in these tents. Okay, this is most cost effective. Okay, and again this is as this is the corona period, so this will also help them not to go out, and this will protect them from diseases as well. And this is the dairy farming in agriculture land. uh, it is having the cows for which the raw materials for them to feed, everything has been taken in such a way. And even we get the milk out of the cows, and that milk is converted to curd and ghee. Okay, and this is also been made as a profit, and the different suppliers and different customers are being identified for selling the milk, cheese, and also curd. Different machines are also being purchased, and this is a very good business. And again, this also helps to increase the dairies, and such a way this will also help uh, not to depend on the other countries or the third party, mainly on the dairies. And now in this corona stage period, so we are also looking for alternate form of farming and machineries. So we use tractors, but that can be replaced with the cows. They do the agriculture instead of the tractor. With the help of the cows, we can get these cows from the dairies. We can use this, and even the laborers who are there in a tent house, they can do this work manually, and this becomes the most cost effective. Um, and we have more laborers, and that can be used if in case the tractor needs to be taken, we can take it. But again, this is also the alternate farm where we can do the farming without the machines and equipments using cow. This is the fishery farmings where we have the pond, and even this pond is also been used for fisheries, and even the integrated farming using fisheries and poultry is also been done. and even the irrigation system is also been made in a such more proper manner. This is the irrigation management system where the water are being made to pass to the different agriculture crops, which involves vegetables, fruits, herbal plants, etc. This irrigation, proper management of irrigation system helps to use the proper amount of water that are required for the cultivation of the crops. This helps to avoid wastage of more water, and it also ensures that the required water is whatever is required for the crops are being uh, supplied in a proper manner. And again, during the droughts condition, the water conservation technology is also been carried out in a reservoir and in a small pond to ensure that the required quantity of water is been there for the agriculture. And they followed a very good. We have followed the proper planning of irrigation system during the drought condition by storing the water in pond, reservoirs, and to avoid the evaporation and also the seepage and the proper irrigation system are being taken into consideration by avoiding the transmission losses, irrigation losses, stream flow losses, and how this irrigation management can be done in a proper manner, considering and avoid of evaporation and the, the inefficiency and the proper outflow and how the evaporation and again revamping is been done and such a way the return flow is also been taking place and the proper irrigation system is been taken into consideration. And this is the fast diagram. Basically, we do the fast diagram to improve the performance. So this is the fast diagram of a irrigation system. So here the basic function is to you need to ration the water because you need to save the environment. You need to have the water and also you need to improve the air quality. You need to fight for the desertification and you need to increase the greenery because to increase greenery you need to have the water. Why? How you can increase greenery by planting trees? Why at the time of planting trees you are also increasing the planting success, and how you can increase the success by protecting the plant. You need to protect it, okay, and for which you need to have the water. And how you can protect land because in an agricultural land you have a lot of animals which will also destroy it. Okay, this is the function. The function is to protect plant. So in next slide I will tell you how you can protect a plant from animals, and you can also protect plant by providing glue, by designing wind protector, and there are a lot of ways. Okay, and you can also collect the moisture, you can control the water outlet, you can reduce evaporation. Okay, when you reduce evaporation, that's what we have seen in the last slides also. You need to control the evaporation. When you control the evaporation, you can also avoid the loss of the water. And so this is the methodology to reduce, to protect the crops from animals in agriculture land. This is called a smart. This is called a smart crop protection system. This is having the buzzer sound whenever any animals is passing in the agriculture land with respect to the crops and the plants, the fruits, vegetables, or herbal plants. In order not to get avoid the direct contact of animals with those products, we have incorporated the smart crop protection system. Is having the buzzer sound, having the sensor. So if any animals pass through this system, then you get the sensor gets activated, then you get a buzzer sound. Hearing the buzzer sound, the animals will run away, and you can also protect it not to get problem by the animals. And you also get the SMS. Okay, the SMS says that uh, uh, the animal is on is it's nearing the agriculture land, and it had crossed the limit. So it will also give an alarm to the owner of the agriculture land and also to the laborers working in the agriculture land, so that they will come directly and they will also ensure that they are going to protect the crops from the animals. So they are going for a different hardware specification for this electronic system. They use a PIC microcontroller. The buzzer sound is made up of the GSM module. The LCD display is crystal oscillator. The resistor they use capacitor, they use transistors, they use cables, connectors, diodes, LED, IC. They use integrated circuit, switch sockets, and the software specification is MPLAB. And the language what they use is machine programming language, C language they use. This is the aerial view of agriculture land of 100 acres, having a different plan for different crops, vegetables, fruits, herbal plants, dairies, etc. This is the aerial view. This is the goat cultivation also means even the goats also used as a manure, and you can see the different views. We have used the drones to take the pictures, and we also use the drones to monitor the animals, not to enter by giving some sounds through drones as well. Even that is also one of the new technologies that we have been adopted. And this is the solar system where we use even in some of the tent houses, and we use some poultry for hens as well, and some fish farming also there. This is the irrigation system with the sprinklers having in the water management system. This is the integrated poultry and fish farming. So this is the poultry at the top and fish at the bottom, the pond, and this is been integrated. And the manure what you get from the hen is being used as a food for fish as well. And this is the feed for the crops, fisheries, and like livestock line diagram. So for the crops you need to have the water which is being taken from the fish pond, and again the manure to the fish is also the manure to the crop is also taken from the fish pond. Okay, because and again the feed plus manure is also being retaken from the crop to the fish pond, and you get the food for fish from the livestock. Okay, so you get the manure and the water, and the water to the livestock is coming from the fish pond, and the manure is basically the excreta. Okay, this excreta which is coming from the livestock. Okay, and it can be the poultry, or it can be even the birds, or it can be the dairies. That excreta is being used as a manure. It will also help for growing the crops in a much more better manner. And this is the vehicle we use it for selling our fruits, vegetables, and some of the herbal plants for to the customer. This is the vehicle, and it is having the different storage places, and even the other side is also there. And this is the tray system, and the customer orders it through the application of software by sending a mobile number, and they will also pay the money online. And the record quantity is being taken and put in the tray, and the customer will come and collect it. So this helps to avoid the social distancing. So this is the new technology that has been adopted to sell the fruits and vegetables. Um, because in this corona situation, you need to maintain the social distancing, for which we have taken the software application where the customer can pay the money online, and they can order the quantity whatever they want with respect to fruits, vegetables, or any herbal plants, whatever they want, they can order it online, and required product is being kept here, and it is also being delivered on the streets where they can come and they can collect it. This helps to avoid the social distancing, and it also helps to prevent the spread of diseases like coronavirus. So we are in the conclusion and the outcome of the project. So the ideas that have been created considering the functions involved in the process of cultivation of fruits, vegetables, herbal plants for medicines, and even the herbal plants, whatever had been cultivated, are being sent to many medical manufacturers, basically the Ayurvedas, Siddha medicines, medical medicine manufacturers, which has been used as part of the medicines for different diseases and for different immunity purpose as well. And the poultry, dairies, and fisheries farming as well. So this project model of 100 acres of agricultural land followed in India in a place of Tamil Nadu needs to be taken as a benchmark in Canada and also in other countries. This will help all countries to carry out agriculture, poultry, dairy, fisheries farming, which will help for increasing the GDP in agriculture sector, similar to Make in India and Made in India concept followed in India. Procurement and inventory management optimization is carried out to meet the objective of the project and also to delight the customer by adding the value to the agriculture and dairy products. Value methodology job plan function analysis are carried out to achieve the cultivation. The value engineering using the concept of localization helped to achieve Make in India, Made in India. The functions and the creative approach resulted in the overall value improvement, profit, and benefits to the customer. Value is the vision. Mighty function cost worth analysis is the mission. But function is the foundation and fast is the martyr. So we have seen the function, we basically keeping that as the function, as the foundation for as a function for the foundation, and fast is the martyr. So we have achieved a value which is the mission. Thank you for an opportunity. I can be contacted at p.arjunraj@gmail.com, and my mobile number is 918778983428. If in case of any queries, you can always feel free to contact me.